haven't heard that, but certainly he shouldn't have been carrying a gun. But hey, look, bottom line, everybody in this room, we view that as a very unfortunate incident. Okay, right. Everyone, unless you're a stupid person, very, very unfortunate incident. I don't like that he had a gun. I don't like that he had 2 fully loaded magazines. That's a lot of bad stuff. And despite that, I say that's a very unfortunate.
Now, again, I taught rhetoric in the academy for a number of years, and what he just did there was brilliant. Note the question. The question was actually a rhetorical question, right? A rhetorical question has the assertion implied in the question itself. You don't really believe he was a domestic terrorist, do you? Well, that implies, what's the assertion? No one in their right mind believes he's a domestic terrorist. If you believe he's a domestic terrorist, you're strained, that kind of thing, right? The legacy media loves to ask rhetorical questions. They love to frame their assertions, their ideological commitments in the form or the guise of interrogatives. They disguise their activism as inquiry. Congressional Republicans, unfortunately, as you know, rhinos, right, fall for this all the time. They are so bad with the media. You can always count on rhino Republicans to bend the knee to the reporter's ideological demands disguised as a question. Not Trump. Never. This is what makes him completely immune to the legacy media's nonsense. He never accepts the premises of the questions. And this is a perfect example. Do you agree with members of your administration that Alex Preddy was a domestic terrorist? And how did he respond to that? I don't know. I haven't heard that. Only he can do this. I can't imagine a single congressional Republican doing this. Only Trump can do that. I don't know. I haven't heard that. What did he just do? He just consigned the entire foundation of her question to irrelevance. Being the liberal activist that she is, she believed that, and I'm assuming she's referencing Kristi Noem's accusation that Preddy was, in effect, a domestic terrorist. She believed that such an accusation is the single most grotesque statement ever uttered in American history. How dare you? The legacy media is absolutely flipping. They're up in arms. How dare you tar and feather this wonderful, peaceful, objective observer as a domestic terrorist? Now, keep in mind, these are the same people who have yet to give an ounce of concern for Ashley Babbitt, who was gunned down, unarmed, I might add, gunned down in cold blood inside the Capitol building on J6. They could care less about her because, again, they're progressive propagandists. So Trump took all that distress and disdain from the legacy media and threw it out the window. Oh, did members of my administration call him that? Oh, I haven't heard that. In other words, what you care so much about means nothing to me.